Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. And we're just going to cook out some fanboys here. We're going to cook out the PBC and we're going to separate the real from the fake. And that's what we always like to do. And you know what we're going to do is we're just going to break these boys down with the absolute truth, because there's nothing that gets someone better than the absolute truth. So, Luke, once again, it's your landlord. Let's just dig into it. Salute to Albie, Augustine, Kevin, Jesus, Hussein, Sugar Ray, Mario, Gretna. You know, I see you. Chin Smoke, salute. Ruben, Jackpot, I see you. Salute. Remy, my brother, salute. William Calhoun, Aztec, salute. 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 Fiesel, Eddie, salute. We got to give nothing but salutes and props. If you're entering the IBFP stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Show the IBFP that you support us. Salute to Javier, you know, Elber, Hussein, David, everybody. Eddie, salute to Detroit Boxing. Tony Harrison, salute. DJ, salute. Boxing Monster, my brother, salute. EJ, salute. Alejandra, salute. Israel, Candace, salute. Salute. Everybody, if you're coming into the IBFP, hit that like button. We only have a few likes. We need to get the likes up so we can get it going. We can get it raw. MQ, salute. Damn 12, salute. Salute. Family, salute. So let's go ahead and start this cookout the right way. And the first thing that you do with the cookout, you know, I don't know if people understand, is when you have a cookout, the first thing you have to do is roast the hot dogs. You roast the weenies. You roast, you know, what cooks quick and easy. And you know what cooks quick and easy? Jermall Charlo. And we're going to expose this dude. We're going to expose Bum Squad, Deontay the Brahms Ducker Wilder. We're going to expose Gervonta, Tomato Can, Cabbage Patch Doll, you know, Davis. We're going to expose these guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, because the landlord says the rent is absolutely due. So let's go ahead and start getting these guys and cooking them. We start with Jermall Charlo. When you look at Jermall Charlo, the guy has 30 fights. 30 fights, and he has not one credible win. Not one credible win. People get mad that I call this guy a tune-up fighter. Then what are you? Let's go break down his resume. His last fight, he's a world champion now. A paper champ, but a world champ. The dude's last fight, Dennis Hogan, coming off a loss from 154. Before that, Brandon Adams, 154. Before that, Matt Korobov coming off a layoff, but yet Matt Korobov schooled the guy, and they had to give him an arguable decision. Before Matt Korobov, who'd he fight? Hugo Centeno Jr. Who? Then he fought Jorge Sebastian Highland. Who? And you know what? It's funny that these guys, you know, say, oh, Jorge Sebastian Highland. This guy has 5 losses on his resume. Well, who are we kidding? This guy is the definition of a tune-up fighter. This guy's a definition of a tune-up fighter. Salute to the entire UGC, Black Horseman Promotion, Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk, IOTBA, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, salute, True Media. But we just got to go in on this guy. He literally has no credible wins. He fought Austin Trout, supposed to be this big knockout puncher. Austin Trout goes the distance. How does Austin Trout take you the distance? How does Austin Trout take you the distance? See, this isn't the Trout that Canelo fought in his prime, Trout, the Trout coming off big wins. No, this is the Trout that was done. This is the Trout that was done. Because once Jared Hurd fought Trout, he stopped him. Jermall Oil Change Charlo. Salute to Francisco Moreno. Jermall, who have I fought? Charlo. Jermall, can I get a paper champ? Charlo. Come on now. Jermall Charlo is trash. You got to think about it. People talking about people are ducking him and all of this. Who would duck this guy? And he's never fought a credible opponent in his life. And don't say J-Rock, because J-Rock was inexperienced at 154. Let's not play. We're talking about Jermall Tune-Up Charlo didn't want any part of Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. We're talking about Jermall Tune-Up Charlo, who crossed the street when he seen Boo Boo walking. Come on, stop playing. These guys don't want to fight. New media loves these guys because they're bum bashers. These guys are bum bashers, and they love it. They love a good bum bash, and that's what these dudes are, beating up on tomato cans. That's why, Biased Ego sitting in his mama's house in the basement, eating Cheerios, cheering for Charlo to beat up another guy for 154. Let's stop playing. These dudes are overrated, overhyped, and have trash resumes. Trash resumes. Why would anybody take this clown serious? Anybody. And we're going to keep it pumping because, I'm just not going to play with these guys today. Deontay Wilder. I notice when we ever say Deontay Wilder, people really get in their feelings. And I've been told by a lot of, new media, LDBC, all these other guys, don't mention Deontay Wilder. If you say Deontay Wilder, we're going to come at you. So since they say they want to come at me for bringing up Deontay Wilder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Deontay Wilder. Come at me. We can debate. Anybody in the chat wants to smoke, step up, because I'm going to body you, destroy you. You don't want it. Deontay Wilder is absolutely, positively trash. And let me explain to you why. Yes, he has a big right hand. Yes, that puts him in any fight because of that right hand. But here's the problem with Deontay Wilder. He's literally the worst technical boxer in boxing today. The guy has a low ring IQ. Think about it like this. This dude broke his arm over 7 times. And so why do you break your arm 7 times in boxing? That's unheard of. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. So if you break your arm 7 times in boxing, basically what that tells you is he has terrible technique and form and doesn't know how to throw a proper punch. He's windmilling every shot every time he gets into trouble or wants to close out a fight. He doesn't understand the technical aspect of boxing. Deontay Wilder has fought nobody. Nobody. He's a disgrace. This guy has fought nobody. Deontay Wilder has over 43 fights, and he can't name one elite opponent. Just one. He can't do it. Who's his elite opponent? This guy's 34 years old. And let me tell you how stupid Deontay Wilder is. Not only did he turn down $120 million, but he turned it down, and he's 34 years old. How are you turning down that much money and you're 34 years old? You're 30. You're out of your prime now, stupid. You should have took the bag, you idiot. But now you're taking a rematch with Fury, and it's come out that he's going to even have a 3rd fight with Fury after this one. This guy's an absolute idiot. He's an idiot. This is what you mean when keeping it real goes wrong, because Deontay Wilder tried to keep it real with the PBC and it went all the way wrong. This is the same guy. He's a $2 million fighter. That's what he is. He doesn't deserve 120 for beating up on tomato cans and holding a WBC belt hostage. He lost to Tyson Fury. And anybody that comes in here and say that don't understand anything about boxing. He absolutely got schooled against Tyson Fury. The dude is garbage. You're 34 years old. You're windmilling shots. You're breaking your arm. And you're fighting tomato can. You're fighting my grandpa and Luis Ortiz, but you want to turn around and get credit for it. What are we talking about here? Who is Luis Ortiz beat? Luis Ortiz is not a pressure fighter and not a power puncher. Period. Period. These dudes is trash. And he's constantly clout chasing Anthony Joshua's name. He keep Anthony Joshua's name in his mouth. It makes you think something else is going on. Stop mentioning this man's name if you're not finna get in the ring and fight him. Jay Hughes says Wilder got 98% knockouts against tomato cans. Jay Hughes against tomato cans. Name one elite level fighter he didn't knock out, because he didn't knock out Fury. Name one. Name one. Jay Hughes, name one elite level fighter he knocked out in that 98% ratio. And don't worry, I'll wait. Jay Hughes, because you can't. He has never knocked out an elite level fighter. He's never knocked out a top level fighter. When he stepped up in competition against Tyson Fury, Fury took his best shots and got up twice. Jay Hughes, name one credible fighter he knocked out to validate that statistic. Name one. Name one. Because he didn't knock out any of the top guys. Let's go through them. Did he knock out Dillian White? No. Did he knock out Joseph Parker? No. Andy Ruiz? No. Anthony Joshua? No. That's 4 top fighters right there that he never fought and didn't knock out. Tell me somebody he knocked out that's credible. Luis Ortiz is 1,000 years old and everybody else is trash. Name somebody that he didn't knock out that's legitimate. He's 98% bum. That's what he is. William Calhoun kept it 100% real. We're not going to play. This guy is absolutely a bum basher, and people are talking about it. He says, how many Canelo got? First of all, Jay Hughes, you got to stop riding Deontay Wilder like a rodeo so you can go ahead and listen to the facts. Canelo Alvarez is #1 pound for pound. How stupid do you have to be to compare Deontay, the bum slayer Wilder, pound for pound fighter in the world? You got to be an idiot. You got to be an idiot. I see why you're wearing the head guard on your picture, because you've been hit in the head too many times. You don't understand anything about boxing. Because you want to compare Canelo to Wilder, you're talking about a man moving up, facing the best. He lost to Floyd, but he fought him. Moving up in weight, capturing multiple world titles. You can't be this stupid. I'm coming out with a new IBF shirt. You can't be this stupid, and it's going to be dedicated to you, Jay Hughes. It's going to be dedicated to you, because you can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid. I'm so sorry. You can't be this stupid. You just can't be. Deontay Wilder is fighting nobodies. And you're talking about this man like he's out here 98% knocking out Dillian White and Joseph Parker. And, this dude has not fought any of those guys. No Parker, no Ruiz, no White, no AJ. Then who are you fighting? Old man? Who are you fighting? Gerald Washington? This dude was a football player last week. Bermain Stavern? That dude's a glorified couch potato. Who are you fighting? You ducked the Vladimir Klitschko fight, and this is what I'm telling you. Deontay Wilder said, hey, I'm going to fight Vladimir Klitschko. It doesn't matter about, when it's going to happen, but it'll happen. He never fought Klitschko, period. That fight never happened. You're beating up on your local retirement community, and it means nothing. This dude is not keeping it real. And anybody that defends this, you're either a casual fan or you're an absolute fan boy. But let's keep it going, because you know what? Deontay Wilder's not the only one getting cooked today. We got to go to Gervonta Stank Davis, Gervonta Cabbage Patch Face Davis, Gervonta Bum Bash Davis, Gervonta Who Is I Fought Davis. And it's funny that Gervonta Davis is 22-0 with 21 knockouts. The dude's resume looks a lot like Deontay Wilder. They're giving him the Deontay Wilder plan, beating up on tomato cans and bums. And then the guy turns around and he has this beautiful looking record, but he ain't fought nobody. And, Gervonta Tank Davis, he ain't 20 years old. He's not Devin Haney. No, this dude is 25 years old. He's supposed to be fighting better fights at this point. Gervonta Stank Davis, Gervonta Cabbage Patch Doll Davis, Gervonta I Eat Chips and Queso Davis. Come on, stop playing. We're not going to play with these dudes. We're going to tell them the truth. Gervonta Davis. And, I get people saying, oh, he fought Jose Pedraza. That's a good name. First of all, Jose Pedraza has 2 losses and 1 win in his last 3 fights. Jose Pedraza is nothing. Who has Jose Pedraza beat? They said, well, he's a 2-division world champ. Adrian Broner's a 4-division world champion. What do you think about him? That's exactly what I'm talking about. These dudes don't want the truth. Gervonta Tank Davis wants everybody, they want, new media, biased media. All these idiots want you to give credit to Gervonta Tank Davis for beating up on a Gamboa, a dude that Terrence Crawford beat 5 years ago. This dude is past it. This dude is done. Gervonta Teletubby Davis. This dude, and Gamboa is done. And if Gamboa makes this a competitive fight with Gervonta Davis, then that just shows you exactly where Tank Davis really is. That really shows you where he is. Gervonta Tank Davis better go in here and watch this guy, because if he comes in here and gets destroyed or has a hard time with this guy, he's going to be exposed, because you're fighting a guy that's past his prime, period. Hold on, we got Jay Hughes back in the building. He's saying, now, how hard is it to get 98% knockouts? I don't care who he fought. That is history. Any fighter that get 98% knockouts is special. So let me ask you this, Jay Hughes. Let me ask you this. So if you beat up on nothing but tomato cans, you should get the same credit as somebody that's actually putting in real work. See, that's not special. Anybody can beat up a tomato can, but not anybody can knock out the top level, elite level fighters. You're defending a guy, Deontay Wilder, for beating up on soup cans, going to the grocery store and stomping out tomato cans. This guy is literally doing nothing. And you're talking about a 98% knockout ratio? When it actually counted, what was his knockout ratio? Because when it actually counted, when he fought Tyson Fury, when he needed that knockout, did he get it? No, he didn't. Matter of fact, his right hand didn't even look that amazing. You know why? Because Fury got up twice. Fury got up twice. See, these dudes don't want the truth. Jay Hughes, you don't want the truth. You don't want the truth. He said, how many fighters got 98% knockouts? How many fighters got 98% bum bashes? Give me a fighter with 98% knockouts, and I'll give you a fighter with 98% bum bashes. That's what I'll give you. I will give you 98% knockouts for 98% bum bashes. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. See, when you see Canelo do something great, they say, oh, the fight was staged. It was fake. It wasn't real. But Deontay Wilder knocks out your local retirement community old man. They give the dude a pat on the back. Stop playing. Stop playing. These dudes don't want the truth. Lemon 26, you can always join the call, my brother. Just put in the word and it's done. It's done. These dudes don't want. Salute to 1-2 Kid. Salute to IOTBA. Mr. 214. Salute. Let the power come to the truth and the truth come to the power. We are not going to play today. We got to get these fanboys. We got to get these dudes right. Let's just be real. A crackhead says, is Golovkin special? He was exposed after Jacobs, Canelo, and Derevyanchenko. Well, he beat Sergey Derevyanchenko and he beat Jacobs. And he fought all of the top guys. So you got to at least give Golovkin credit for fighting Danny Jacobs, for fighting Canelo, for fighting Sergey Derevyanchenko. Jermall Charlo have fought none of those guys. He has fought no one. So you give a guy credit for at least stepping in and taking the fights. This dude has fought no one. No one. You can't be this stupid. You cannot be this stupid. I'm giving out you can't be this stupid t-shirts. And the first one is going to get it is Jay Hughes, because you can't be this stupid. You cannot be this stupid. Salute to Mickey. And you know, these guys don't want it. These dudes don't want it. Look, I'm giving you the facts. Gervonta Teletubby Davis is fighting none but bum bashes. Gervonta Teletubby Davis is trying to fight an old washed Gamboa, a Gamboa that Bud Crawford had already beat 5 years ago. He gets no credit. Deontay Wilder. This dude has 43 professional fights and doesn't have one credible knockout, but fanboys want to pump up a 98% knockout rate when you're knocking out 98% bums. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on now. And then Jermall Charlo, don't even get me started with this clown. Don't get me started with this clown. Jermall Charlo is probably the worst. You know why? Because Jermall Charlo has all the opportunity to fight the big names. He had an opportunity to fight Danny Jacobs, and he tucked his tail and ran. I'm not a brother coming out saying, oh, I'll fight anybody. These guys don't want to fight me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pull your skirt down and step into the ring. These dudes don't want the truth. These dudes don't want the truth. And then they're putting up Gervonta Tank Davis. Salute to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. They putting Gervonta Tank Davis on the same platform and saying, oh, he can beat Teofimo. He can beat Loma. What has he done to make you think that he can beat Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez? We don't even know what this dude is. We don't even know what he is. We don't know what his chin is. He's never been tested by anybody. Name one person Gervonta Tank Davis has ever been tested by. Just name one. Gervonta Teletubby Davis. Name one. Who tested Deontay Wilder? Who tested Deontay Wilder? Just name him. Because Tyson Fury beat him, and I don't care what anybody say. Tyson Fury beat him, and I don't care what anybody say. Come on now. Come on now. Terrell Knox says, I just told you was going to say that Gamboa is washed and old. Shaking my head. Anytime Tank smokes anybody, you got an excuse. So I have an excuse. So let me get this right. Salute. Salute. It looks like we're back. We were having some technical difficulties. Can everybody hear me? Salute. Salute. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And where did I leave off? Terrell Knox, you idiot. So let me go ahead and get back to where this idiot, stated. Let me get back to where I left off. This guy's an absolute idiot. He said anytime that, Tank washes somebody, you're going to say that, oh, I got an excuse. First of all, Tank Davis is smoking nothing but tomato can. He's smoking nothing but tomato cans. That's who he's smoking. That's who he's smoking. And you know what happened? My service went out. You know why? You know why my service went out? Because of all these fake news haters putting all this trash in my connection. We don't deal with garbage. And that's what these guys are reciting. Garbage. That's what these guys are reciting. Because Tank Davis is honestly, unbiasedly, he's officially garbage truck juice. That's what Gervonta Tank Davis is. He's garbage truck juice. He's garbage truck juice. And this is why. Because he's not fighting anybody real. He's not fighting the truth. But you know what? We're going to come back. We're going to come back. He said, you stall for that rebuttal. Why would I need to stall for a rebuttal, Terrell? Why would I need to stall for a rebuttal? Name one top-level fighter Tank beat, and I'll give you your props right here, Terrell. Name one top-level fighter. Name one top-level fighter, Terrell. Come on, Terrell. Name one. See, you got to put down the fries at McDonald's because we know that's where you work, Terrell. You got to put the fries down and you'll be promoted to the cash register if you can answer this one question. Name one top-level fighter that Gervonta Tank Davis beat. You can't. You can't. He's garbage truck juice. He's garbage truck juice. Tank's fighting an old man. He's fighting the Luis Ortiz of his division. Stop playing. Stop playing. And they're talking about this guy's pound for pound after a knockout of a garbage truck juice fighter in Gamboa. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? These dudes are stupid. Come on now. Come on now. And I would never down McDonald's workers. I'm only downing this McDonald's worker because McDonald's workers matter. But Terrell doesn't because Terrell can't speak the facts. He can't speak the truth. Santa Cruz ducked Tank. Who cares? Who cares? Santa Cruz ducks everybody. Santa Cruz ducks everybody. Did he duck? Did he duck? Who else did he duck? He's ducked everybody you can duck. What are you talking about, Terrell? What are you talking about? Come on now. But I can tell you, Tank Davis refused to fight Tevin Farmer, didn't he? Tank Davis absolutely ducked Tevin Farmer. And tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. This is what I'm talking about. We got to keep it honest and unbiased. These dudes don't want the truth. These dudes don't want the truth. And Jermall Charlo, he better beat Tony Harrison. That's all I'm going to say. He better beat Tony Harrison. He better beat Tony Harrison. He better beat him. And Leo Santa Cruz is a certified ducker. That's why he fits right in with the PBC. That's why he fits right in with the PBC. That's why Leo Santa Cruz is the same as Deontay Wilder. He's the same as Errol Spence. He's the same as, all of these guys. Jermall Charlo. These guys are calling for smoke when they really don't want any. They really don't want any. They really don't want any. How would Lomachenko duck Tank Davis? Terrell Knox, you can't be this stupid. I'm going to dedicate the corny corner to you. You cannot be this stupid. You cannot be this stupid. He ducked Tevin Farmer. He ducked Lomachenko. But you think somebody would duck him? That's like saying Canelo needs to duck Charlo. How would anybody be ducking Jermall Charlo? Who is Jermall Charlo? When has Jermall Charlo ever done anything? When? Name one fighter, Jermall Charlo. I'm gonna put it up for any fanboy. Name one top-level fighter Tank beat, Jermall Charlo beat, Deontay Wilder beat. Name one top fighter. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just one. You can't. Because you guys don't want it. Charlo is garbage truck juice. I'm going to tell the truth. Thank you, Miguel. I'm going to tell the truth because these guys don't want the truth. Jermall Charlo's a nobody. He's a nobody. This boy has beat nobody, and they're pumping him up like everybody needs to be scared of him. Come on now. Come on now. What are we talking about? We're talking about overrated fighters, guys who went out and bum-bashed their way to these records, and they sit up here talking about these guys are elite. These guys are top-level fighters. People need to duck them. People need to fear them. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Canelo Alvarez is taking on all the challenges at 160. What are we talking about? Jermall Charlo has never rematched Matt Korobov. Never. And that was one of the most controversial fights I've ever seen. And yet he refused to rematch this dude. Now he's talking about fighting another guy that don't even matter. At the end of the day, you should have fought Demetrius Andre. Jermall Charlo is overrated and overhyped, and he's garbage truck juice. He's garbage truck juice. Come on now. Come on now. He said Jermall beat J-Rock. First of all, J-Rock is not even proven at this point. J-Rock got one win against Jared No Defense Hurd. He's not even proven. And that fight was at 154. What has he done at 160? And J-Rock was not a unified champion when he got beat by Jermall Charlo. That's a nice try, though. That's a nice try, though, Terrell. That's a nice try. But you still on the fries, boy. Come on now. Name one top-level fighter that these dudes have beat. Name one. Just name one. These dudes can't. Jermall Charlo, Errol Spence. So now we got to get into Errol Spence. Now we got to get into Errol Spence. This is why we put Errol Spence on the pot. Errol Spence will not be a Hall of Famer fighting Danny Garcia, fighting Sean Porter, fighting, he's just not. You got to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Because if Errol Spence moves up in weight, what can he do? Now, I'm not saying J-Rock is a bum, but he's not elite level proven. He won a belt off of no defense, Jared Hurd. And Jared Hurd was in a controversial match with Idris Landilata. Most people felt like he lost that fight, and he never got the rematch. I don't want to hear it. He needs to prove himself. J-Rock needs to prove himself. Come on now. Come on now. These guys don't want the truth. These guys don't want the truth. But we're going to bring you the truth. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it 100 because these guys absolutely need to see the truth for what it is. They need to see what it is. He talking about Austin Trout. Beating the old washed Austin Trout is nothing. Of nothing. Of nothing. Anytime Canelo has a competitive fight with anybody or fights anybody for that, you say it's a gift. You said Canelo Alvarez got a gift over, Sergey Kovalev. You don't even make sense, Terrell. So Sergey Kovalev, Canelo's a gift? So Canelo, that was a knockout, stupid. That's a knockout, stupid. So Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs is a gift? Come on now, Danny Jacobs is a way better, more proven, top-level fighter than an Austin Trout. These guys have excuse after excuse after excuse. We got to stop playing. This guy can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid, Terrell. We know you, Terrell. You can't be this stupid. You got to name a fact. You're stepping in here with your opinions and your feelings, but you're not naming a fact. Come on now. These guys are right in their prime, and they're fighting nobodies. Nobody's. Deontay Wilder is just exiting his prime, and he has not one suitable name on his resume. He doesn't have a Dillian White. He doesn't have a Joseph Parker. He doesn't have an Andy Ruiz. He doesn't have an Anthony Joshua. He doesn't have a Vladimir Klitschko. Then who the hell are you fighting? Then who the hell are you fighting? Come on now. You're fighting nobodies. 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 That's what you're doing. You got to take if your feelings got hurt, take them out the equation, go home, get on your knees, pray about it, and then come back with some facts because you have none. You're garbage truck juice, bro. Give me a fact. These guys don't have any facts. Give me a fact. Give me something that we can debate with, something we can talk about because these guys aren't saying anything. These dudes right in their 30s. These dudes older than Canelo Alvarez and still hasn't had one step-up fight. Explain that to me. Deontay Wilder is hoping that he can beat Tyson Fury because if Deontay Wilder goes the distance with Fury again, Fury is going to school him again. Fury won the first fight and Deontay Wilder was exposed. So give me something else. Give me something else. Give me something else. Who has he beat? Who has he beat? Who has he beat? Who has he beat? He said, I don't keep the same energy on Canelo as fight washed up fighters. So Sergey Kovalev is washed up. So Sergey Kovalev, now remember this, Sergey Kovalev was coming off of 2 wins, a sitting world champion, and just knocked out, Anthony Yarde with the jab. Just knocked out Anthony Yarde with the jab. But he's fighting washed up fighters. But you're talking about Deontay Wilder fighting a guy like Luis Ortiz, who's 40 plus years old, never been a world champion. and has health issues. What are you talking about, Terrell? You're just jealous of success. Canelo Alvarez really want him to be your favorite fighter, but you can't root for him because you got to push this LDBC narrative, Terrell. I know your narrative. I know what you're doing. I know you put up the LDBC. I know who you are. Don't think I'm stupid. I know. But at the end of the day, you're just mad that Canelo Alvarez is destroying and running through everybody you hope he loses to. That's really it. You picked Sergey Kovalev and looked stupid after he lost. That's really the issue. These dudes are in their feelings. Give me a fact, bro. Give me a fact. Salute to Rodnell, my brother. Salute. Salute to Andrew Tucker World. Salute. These guys don't want the absolute truth. Come on now. Come on now. And we don't know what Deontay Wilder can do against a top-level fighter because Deontay Wilder has never beat a top-level fighter. He didn't beat Tyson Fury. He didn't beat him. Jay Hughes says, Wilder knocking Fury out. Fury looked like nothing in his last two fights. What did Wilder look like in his last fight against Luis Ortiz? Against a 50-year-old man, what did he look like? Terrible. Until he landed that one hand that we knew was going to come because Luis Ortiz is 8,000 years old and he was going to get tired and not be able to defend himself. We already know the scenario. These guys must not understand or know anything about boxing because this is the clear, absolute truth. Deontay Wilder's out here fighting nobodies. But you want to come. I don't understand how you compare Deontay Wilder, who's never fought anybody, to a guy like Canelo Alvarez. I don't understand how you compare a guy like Errol Spence, who's older than Canelo, and you compare this guy to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's legacy is already set. He was already undisputed at 140. Terrence Crawford has already proven to the world that he's a top-level fighter. These guys don't understand. They do not understand this. It doesn't matter if PBC freezes Crawford out. Terrence Crawford is already a Hall of Famer. You can't change the fact that he's a multiple weight world champion. How many belts and how many weight classes does Spence have? Don't worry, I'll wait. So you got to think about these things. When was he ever undisputed? Don't worry, I'll wait. Terrence Crawford has already accomplished these things. Terrence Crawford has already went to these levels. Come on now. And how was Jermall Charlo the A side against a Demetrius Andre and he's putting up 250,000 views? What are you talking about against a Dennis Hogan, a tomato can? What are we talking about? Terrence Crawford got over 1 million for his mandatory fight. 1 million views for his mandatory fight. See, Terrence Crawford's legacy is already set. Spence's legacy is not. Spence has to come back and beat somebody convincingly. He didn't even beat Sean Porter convincingly. That was a controversial fight. So who can you beat convincingly? And we know why these guys are staying away from it. We know these dudes don't want the truth. These dudes don't want the smoke. Terrence Crawford out there is doing the truth. Truth Bomb Jake says, Nuke, I hear this is the place for free smoke. You absolutely right, my brother. You absolutely right. And look, Terrence Crawford can't be compared to Errol Spence because he's done too much in the game. Anthony Joshua can't be compared to Deontay Wilder. He's done too much in the game. Come on now. Canelo can't be compared to Jermall Charlo. He's done too much in the game. So when we look at everything, we understand that people are making comparison between fighters that don't make sense. Jermall Charlo has fought nobody. Canelo has fought everybody. Anthony Joshua has fought the best. Deontay Wilder has fought the rest. Come on now. Terrence Crawford has all the accolades. And Errol Spence just want to get paid. We're talking about two different sets of standards for two different types of people. You have the best and you have guys that are not being the best. Come on now. Come on now. We got to understand. We got to understand. These dudes don't want the truth. They don't want the absolute facts. We understand who the real ones are. We understand who the best is. We understand these fanboys are in their feelings, getting triggered because we're not going to agree with these lies. Deontay Wilder has fought a bunch of nobodies. Tank Davis, Teletubby Davis, Fat Davis, Chips and Queso Davis. He's fought nobody. He's fighting a 50-year-old Gamboa that Terrence Crawford beat 5 years ago, and they're sitting out here wanting to big up this guy. What are we talking about? Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. And let him duck Crawford. Crawford's legacy is already complete. Already complete. Already complete. Period. Absolutely right. ESPN breaking news. Vegas PD is looking for Deontay Wilder for physical abuse on the elderly. Luis King Kong Ortiz. Come on now. Come on now. Spence is a unified champion that got his unification in a controversial fight with Sean Porter, a fight that he should have lost had Sean Porter actually had a brand, a fan base, and a name, he would have lost. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. And Bud Crawford's resume still speaks volumes over Errol Spence. Multiple weight world champion, undisputed at 140. You can't even make the comparison. Terrell Knox, once again, I give my praise. You can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid. You can't. You can't. Truth Bomb says, I think Fury beats AJ 10 times out of 10. Possibly, but I also think AJ can beat Fury 10 times out of 10 because we've seen Fury hit the deck more than once, and AJ is not the worst technical fighter like Deontay Wilder. He can crack and he can box. Come on now. You're absolutely right. Terrence Bud Crawford has literally stopped everyone in the welterweight division that he's faced, and he was stopping dudes before that. We understand how great Terrence Bud Crawford is. People just simply don't want to give him his credit. Terrence Bud Crawford can do so much, and you can shout out Virgil Ortiz for being a better level of fighter, a guy that's won all the free smoke. See, now Virgil Ortiz already wants to fight Danny Garcia. He wants to fight these guys. He wants to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman does not want to fight a live body again. The next time you see Keith Thurman fight anybody significant, it's going to be a cash out fight. That's all he's going to do. He's going to be a cash out and cherry picks. That's the rest of Keith Thurman's career because it's done. Cash out and cherry picks. That's the only thing that Keith Thurman is doing. They're following the PBC standards set. Let's stop playing. Come on now. We understand what's happening. Terrence Crawford doesn't need these guys. They need him. They need him. Terrence Crawford put on an exciting fight with his mandatory. Come on now. Thank you, Andrew Tuckerworld. Terrell Knox is embarrassing himself because he's garbage truck juice. These guys is garbage truck juice. Come on now. Gervonta Stank Davis is garbage truck juice. These guys don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the facts. Keith Thurman is trash. He doesn't want to fight anybody real. After getting beat by Manny Pacquiao, he's ducking Bud at all costs. These dudes don't want it. He says, Ellie Seckback looks like a shaved mole rat. Keith lost time Thurman. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Keith is looking for paydays. He doesn't, and cherry picks. He doesn't want anything else. Keith Thurman doesn't want any real smoke. He doesn't want to fight anybody real. He want to fight the easiest of the easy. These guys don't want the truth. Don't compare Jermall Charlo to Canelo Alvarez. Don't compare Deontay Wilder to Anthony Joshua. Don't compare Stank Davis to Lomachenko, to Devin Haney, to Teofimo, because these dudes are not doing the same things. These dudes are second-tier fighters that don't want to fight the best. These dudes want to bum bash and pick on old people and want to talk all this good game like they really want to fight the best. These dudes don't want the best. These dudes don't want the best. Fighting bums till this day. Till this day. Salute to Johnny. Salute my brother. Come on now. These guys don't want the absolute truth. These dudes don't want it. These dudes is garbage truck juice. Garbage truck juice. Who are these guys beating? Who are they fighting? I haven't seen any of these guys fight or beat anybody significant. Come on now. Can anybody name somebody that's elite on the PBC side? And we don't count Manny Pacquiao because his contract almost up. We already know Manny Pacquiao's a legend, a Hall of Famer, and he doesn't fit the PBC mold. He can fight whoever he wants to at this point. He's earned that right by fighting everybody throughout his career. So I give Manny that. I can respect Manny that. But I don't see anybody elite on the PBC side. Errol Spence ain't elite. Deontay Wilder's not elite. Gervonta Davis not elite. Jermall Charlo's not elite. Come on now. Come on now. Manny is a legend, but nobody else on the PBC side, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Who else is elite? Keith Thurman, he got destroyed by a 40-year-old man. A 40-year-old man. These people ought to be ashamed of this. A 40-year-old man. Come on now. These guys don't want it. Danny Garcia has never won a significant fight in the welterweight division. Why would people say that Terrence Crawford need Danny Garcia when Danny Garcia's never beat anybody in the welterweight division? Danny Garcia's lost to everybody he's fought in the welterweight division. And salute to DT3, the boom man. Lions in the camp. This is the absolute truth. We're going to give you the truth. These dudes don't want it. These dudes don't want it. It's free smoke all day. It's free smoke all day. Any of these fanboys want it. Terrell Knox just got up out the chat because he got himself embarrassed. He just got himself embarrassed. He just got himself embarrassed. He just got himself embarrassed. These dudes don't want the truth. These dudes don't want the truth. We all know Deontay Wilder is not a Hall of Famer. You don't get to the Hall of Fame by beating bum bashes in a one step up fight in Fury you fight, you end up losing, and they have to give you a gift draw. He's no Hall of Famer. Anybody that thinks Deontay Wilder's a Hall of Famer, you stupid. I'm sorry, you stupid. You stupid. You can't be this stupid. You cannot be this stupid. You cannot be this stupid. Terrence Crawford just needs to keep doing what he's doing. These guys need him. Terrence Crawford's legacy is already set. He's already a great fighter. He's already a Hall of Famer. He's already good. If these guys ducking him, so what? Terrence Crawford will get the big fights, because you have to understand, all the PBC's welterweights, they're getting older and older and older, and we don't even know if Spence can make 147 when he gets back. Let's be honest and unbiased. Let's be honest and unbiased. Deontay Wilder in the WBC's trash. The WBC's absolutely trash. Come on now, we know the WBC's trash. Look, I'm gonna make the announcement here. The WBC is no longer the most prestigious belt in boxing. It simply is not. You can go with the IBF because they seem to hold to their word literally every single time. The WBC is a bunch of crooks and frauds. Bunch of crooks and frauds. We understand. Mauricio Suleiman, he's on the PBC payroll. We know it. Come on now. Deontay Wilder has done nothing to be in the Hall of Fame. Nothing. Nothing. What has he done? What has he done? Who has he beat? The WBC is trash. Boycott the WBC 2020. That belt don't count. Anybody that dropped the WBC belt, you'll get big ups and commended, because this dude is trash. He's done nothing. Nothing. Come on now, let's be honest and unbiased. Let's be honest and unbiased. Let's stop playing. We know these dudes is trash. Come on now. IBF has to be the most respectable, because if they say they'll strip you, they'll strip you. They'll strip you. He says, Terrell Knox says, Deontay Wilder got Hall of Fame power though, Nuke. First of all, you don't make it to the Hall of Fame based on how hard you hit, stupid. You make it to the Hall of Fame on your resume. What have you done? How much have you accomplished? Deontay Wilder fighting tomato cans, knocking out tomato cans over all day. You don't get to the Hall of Fame by doing that, stupid. Terrell Knox, you can't be this stupid. You just can't. You can't. You can't be this stupid. You look, I'm your landlord, and you've been evicted. Salute to Angel Upset Rivera. Come on now, you can't be this stupid. You can't be. You can't be. You can't be this stupid, because what's happening is Terrell Knox is trying to big up Deontay Wilder. And you know what? I'll put the link in the chat for DT3. It's all good, because you know what? These dudes don't want the truth. These dudes don't like to be unbiased. These dudes don't like what's real. These dudes don't really like it. Come on now, Terrell Knox. You make it to the Hall of Fame, bro? For what? For what? You make it to the Hall of Fame for being able to hit a guy real hard. That qualifies you as a Hall of Famer? That qualifies you as a Hall of Famer. You can't be this stupid, bro. You can't be this stupid. You can't be this stupid, bro. It doesn't make sense. How hard you hit has no bearing on if you're in the Hall of Fame. You may go down as the hardest puncher, but we don't even know how hard of a puncher you really are. We don't really know, because you're not knocking out anybody significant. You're not knocking out significant. Who are you knocking out that's significant? Who are you really knocking out? Nobody. You're doing nothing. These dudes don't want the truth, man. These dudes don't want the truth. We try to give it to you. We try to tell you the truth. Terrell Knox is on here fanboying. He's just fanboying. That's all he's doing. He's literally just fanboying. That's it. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. He's just fanboying, because he hasn't given me any facts. He hasn't given me anything real. He's saying the same thing over and over and over again. That's all he's doing. Terrell, what can you say that's the truth? Give me a fact. So what happens? What happens when Wilder knock everybody out and get all the belts that y'all calling a lucky punch, bro? Look, here's the problem with what you're saying, Terrell. This is the problem. Terrell Knox is saying that he's going to knock out everybody, Deontay Wilder. Here's the problem with that. Could he knock out Tyson Fury? Did he knock out Tyson Fury? No, he didn't. He didn't even knock out Tyson Fury. So who is he going to knock out? Why didn't you finish Tyson Fury? You can't worry about all these other top fighters when you couldn't even finish Tyson Fury. If you can't finish Tyson Fury, who else can you finish? Come on now, Terrell. Come on now. And how do you know Wilder don't get beat by Tyson Fury in the rematch? This explains how stupid you are. He arguably lost the first fight, and you're defending him to lose another? To say that he's going to come in here and beat everybody else? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? We got to be real about this. Come on now. I'm not going to tell you something that's not real. Deontay Wilder has done nothing to deserve any credit or proof of anything, period. He just haven't. He has beat no one. He's beat no one. He's the legendary bum basher. That's what he is. That's what he is. That's what he is. What has he done? What has he done? Just tell me what he's done. Come on, Tara, I'm waiting. Because we're going to give you the absolute truth, the unbiased truth, the factual truth. Come on now. Doesn't matter what his weight is. You're a heavyweight division. Andy Ruiz weighed almost 50 pounds more than Anthony Joshua in their fight, and he still won. So explain to me, how is he going to win? He didn't knock him out the first time. How is he going to knock him out the second? Explain that to me. Come on, I'll wait, Terrell. See, now you look stupid. Now you look stupid. These guys don't want the truth. Salute. IBFP over and out.